Yeah, that's Nate.
Yeah, that's me. What up?
What's going on?
What up, Nate?
What up? What up? How y'all doing tonight?
Doing all right. We are now
We have all the usual suspects.
Oh, let me make sure we.
Okay, we got it. Okay. I was about to scream out something, but I'm going to wait until later.
Yeah, we live right now. Okay.
We live.
Oh, here we go.
Yes. This is not the admin chat. It's not the locker room.
How true. How true.
Now, it may turn into the locker room later on tonight as you get to know people, but please no locker room chat right now.
Should that happen, I have the ability to make this private. Like people can watch it live now. Like they can watch. They're watching us have this conversation. But if there's some things said that somebody may have drunkenly stated, then I can make this unlisted, and I'll just have the link to it.
Okay, that's fine. What do you think we should talk about today? As far as something about the group, or just an election, or what?
When we get some more people watching, we'll talk about the group. But for now, I just looked on my Facebook and saw that Serena Williams made a statement about her recent engagement, saying that white dudes treat her better. So that's why she went with a white dude.
Oh, wow. That's intense. What a grand general statement.
Oh, my God.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
That was pretty interesting.
But did she say that, or is it just that people are saying that's what she said?
It might just be clickbait. I haven't read through all of it yet, and that's why I kind of want to talk about it, see if who was actually seen that article or
I haven't. I don't pay attention to that type of stuff.
I've seen a lot of buzz about it, about her getting with the white guy, but that's about it.
I mean, remember what she said, though, back in the day. I mean, I do remember. I mean, I don't follow a lot of popular stuff, but popular culture. But I remember what she said back in the day. Like, she's still very religious, and that if she gets with the man, she's just not ready to completely submit. So I guess she figures with, Ofe, she doesn't have to do all that stuff.
Now, rumor had it that her and her sister are Jehovah's Witnesses.
They are.
They are? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like her daddy, just drilled that shit into him.
Yeah.
I mean, but what article are you talking about? Because I'm looking at the one that's on 18 Karat Reggae. I've seen it a couple of times today where somebody was making the accusation that white men treat black women better. But I've never seen a direct quote that was attributed to her. It's always something else.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now.
Box dark meat.
Fries and drink.
The fries and.
Can I get an order of semen?
Green beans.
Side of dick.
But I don't have any potato wedges in the store today.
Huh?
I don't have any potato wedges in the store today. What are you two sides?
Okay. The green beans and the macaroni and cheese.
So 3-piece dark original with green beans and mac and cheese?
Yeah, can I get the spicy?
I'm trying to find the article.
You have hot and spicy?
You want Nashville hot?
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, I guess if it's the same price, yeah.
Yeah, what is Nashville hot?
A little extra.
Okay, I'll take the Nashville hot, whatever. Okay. Nashville hot's fine.
So 3 pieces dark?
Yeah.
That's a good question. What is Nashville hot? Is that a special kind of hot?
And mac and cheese?
Yeah.
What the drink?
Lemonade.
Hi, I'm Amy. And I think we're here for the same reason. To make you sexy.
Lemonade.
Is that 50 order?
Yep.
Give me 1 quick second.
Y'all clowning me.
No, that's a legitimate question. What is Nashville hot? I've seen the pictures, but because it has pickles in it, I would never order it because I don't like it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get my food. Leave me alone.
No.
I do that shit to my wife. Like she'll be at the drive-thru, I'd be like, order side of semen. Tell them extra dick. She'll almost say it like as she's repeating my order. I'll throw that in there, and she'll almost say it like, "Oh man, one day I'm gonna get her with it." One day.
Leave Tasha alone.
Y'all ain't shit.
No, we're not shit.
Man, it's almost been a year, man. What are we gonna do for the 1 year anniversary?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we gotta do.
Let's ask the group. Like, you know, do they want to hear from a particular admin, or they can interrogate one admin, and he or she has to answer honestly, or I don't know.
I don't know. We all need to meet up. I met one of y'all. Actually, I met two of y'all. I already know two of y'all. Actually, I know about three of y'all. But haven't met you in person. Haven't met Nate in person. I haven't met Amaris in person. Or Teddy.
I've met EM here, and I just met somebody from Google Plus while I was on vacation in Houston, and we went bowling. It's right here in the chat. EM, the person with the little minions icon. I met her. And
who's that?
No, Alicia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I met two people from Google Plus. Three. I met two people from Google Plus before my Houston trip because we went to New York, and then while I was in Houston, I met somebody else from Google Plus.
Oh, okay, cool.
Shit, now I'm tired.
Yeah, I won't be on here live and eating. That's what fat boys do. I'm fucking starving, so.
Get down with it.
I thought about it. I was like, okay, I haven't eaten since 4 o'clock in the morning. I need to do something about that.
Yeah,
Are you like advertising?
Huh?
Are you advertising?
Was I fantasizing? Yeah, a little bit. I was like, wow. Understand why I was so hungry.
Right by your mouth. Are you advertising something?
Oh.
Whoa. Hello.
You just got called out, brother.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I'm a virgin. I'm a born again virgin.
What a miracle.
I'm as pure as the driven snow. I don't do those types of things.
Oh. I thought I was the one drinking. No, I'm kidding.
I can't. I have no idea about whistling on a clit and making it play the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh damn! That really fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did it just come flying out my mouth? Oops. I'm sorry.
Escalated way fast.
Oops. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got a touch of the Tourette's. That's what that is. I got a touch of the Tourette's.
Right.
Yeah, I can't help it sometimes. Sorry. Okay. Woo.
Post no watch link everywhere. There we go. Now we got somebody else watching.
I got to go back to work tomorrow, so I got to get used to going to bed early.
Oh God! I thought you made your own hours. Aren't you a trucker?
I try to get out the house by 4 a.m. Yeah, I try to get out the house by 4 a.m. every morning. That way I'm back by like noon or 1. Now I've been goofing off a little bit lately, where I leave a little later, but that means I get home later and stuff like that. And then plus it's that funny time of year where it's kind of hard to get loads. Like pretty much things shuts down around this time. Heavy haul. Huh?
You have a hard time getting loads?
Yeah, everything shuts down in heavy haul this time of year. Okay, y'all nasty asses. That's
No, after she repeated it, I was like, "Oh, I see what she did." Okay,
yeah, nasty ass. I had to think about what she just was aiming at, and then I thought about. I was like, "Really, bro? We're gonna go with that one." That's so high school! Yay! You're so funny.
I was an adult. I'm a child with a job.
I have nothing to say. I'm just gonna be chill. I'm gonna be like,
Well, I can tell you what I did. Like
what'd you do?
New Year's Eve, I got shit faced drunk and I friended my supervisor. And then I went on Adult Friend Finder and found him on Adult Friend Finder.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad I'm gonna be out of work for the next month. I don't think I can live
This sounds like the beginning of a porno.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna live that one out down.
Huh? Okay. I'll check it down. Sounds like the little 70s music and stuff. That's what it's. Yeah. Oh.
People being drunk in internet.
When you get to work, you better show me your tits.
Whoa. I'm gonna have to mute y'all in a second because I'm at the. You see where I am, right? You see where I am, so.
Yeah.
Got a laundromat? What is that? A bus?
So it's a quickie mart type thing.
You ain't got happiness.
Okay, I got my fried chicken. What goes good with fried chicken? Do I need anything to drink? Nah, I don't.
Sweet tea.
Now what's your fried chicken?
Hello. Can I get a pack of yeah, you know what I want. Lime green. Actually, I left my water in my car. I'll grab it. I'll be right back.
Lime green.
Yeah.
Now, ladies?
Smokes, cigarettes, answer sticks.
Want some death sticks?
Yes. Death sticks. Yep.
No, Alfred. Or what are we calling you? Am I calling you Alfred? Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm under Alfred right now anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so why did you put that clip on underneath my my post? Like showing people your text?
Oh no, I was trying to. I saw that people were able to leave like video messages now, so I was like, well, I was somewhat inebriated, so I was like, well, let me try this. You know, I was laying shirtless in the hotel room, and I figured, well, let me try it. There was nothing nefarious about it. Just I was, you know. Actually, nothing nefarious. Oh, by the way, though, okay, there's starting to be a few more people watching. All right, so people watching, there's a live chat. If you're on your phone or if you're at your laptop or computer, you can type in the live chat if there's something you want us to talk about or you just want to comment. I'm looking at the live chat right now, and it's pretty empty.
Huh?
So just.
Oh, okay. You been doing good?
Okay.
I'm sending the link around to a bunch of folks. Where's Miss Heather Barclay? Because her mom sent me a friend request out of nowhere.
Are you taking it easy?
Okay, you will.
All right.
I mean to ask her about that.
Here you go, ma'am. No, it's no problem. Oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh, it's no problem, man.
Oh, what's brown? Yeah.
I'm a proper Southern gentleman. That's what we do down here. We hold the door for little brown people, for old brown people. Actually, we hold the door for everybody, really. It don't really matter.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's the problem with this newfangled generation. They don't hold the door for their elders.
Alright, okay.
I'm serious. I remember this nasty heifer at FAMU. She walked through this door, like somebody was holding this door for this little old lady, and this little heifer walks through the door and then doesn't hold the door for the sister. So the little old lady, the door almost shuts in her face, and she was hopping mad, and she's like, he says, I hope somebody does that to you. The little old lady said, I hope somebody does that to you when you get to be my age. And she was like, fuck you. Man, I almost lost it. I almost lost it. I was like, you inconsiderate little bitch. You know, respect your elders. So, I don't know. I don't like that crap.
Oh man. I've seen some ruthless ass memes over the last few days, and like 2017, I thought 2016 was the year of the petty. No, no, that was a warm up. That was a prelude to
Oh shit.
to the true year of the petty. This shit here.
This year ain't gonna be petty. It's just like we might not have a world after this. I'm telling you, man. I'm already making plans to leave this country, just in case someone says, you know what, I had enough of them. I
It
mean,
might happen.
Because it's almost a point where someone could push a button to destroy the American economy. So,
There's some dude running around Facebook talking about he's using Forex to sink the American dollar. I don't believe him, but that's what
he said. What?
He's talking about Geo.
Oh, okay.
I know who you're talking about. I'm gonna call him out, Geo. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
What did he say? I didn't hear what he said. What did he say? I didn't hear the whole thing.
And he trades in currency on Forex, and they're trying to manipulate the U.S. dollar to cause it to crash.
Okay, that's not too hard to do.
I wouldn't say it's hard to do, but it would take a lot of shit. I mean, they got the resources to do it.
Well, the Russians and Chinese hold enough money to do it, and actually, you don't have what you can do is you don't have to destroy the entire American economy. You just aim you aim at one of the financial industry, and you just basically devalue one of those financial stocks, and then that starts a panic and chain reaction. Now, the only problem is when you do some shit like that, you can also hurt your economy too, because you'll hurt China's economy. But if China got to the point where it says, we give zero fucks, we developed, Asia, and we developed Asia and Africa enough where we can weather, putting the United States under, then we got a problem.
I can see China doing that definitely once they reach superpower status, when they definitely feel that they don't need the U.S. Russia talks a good game, I think, but
Russia's going to do that a few years ago. Like when our economy went belly up, they tried to convince the Chinese to do it. The Chinese wouldn't go along with it.
Yeah, that's right. That they did.
What the fuck? Oh, it's a rabbit. Okay.
What did you think? You'd have rats in your house or something?
No, I saw something. I thought it was a fox at first.
Oh, okay.
Keep on looking back behind me. Make sure that ain't a rabbit fox. But, there's this little rabbit.
That or somebody.
I like to eat rabbit. Rabbit's delicious.
That is one thing I have not had the pleasure of having yet.
Oh, it's fucking delicious. It's good. It's like a cross between duck and some good red meat.
See, duck to me is too damn greasy.
I love. Oh no! That's the good part about it. Like when you get have you ever had Peking duck?
I've just had regular duck. It was too damn greasy and too damn small. Not enough meat on it for me.
If you have like a legitimate, like a real honest to goodness Chinatown there,
yeah,
order the Peking duck. You'll know the Peking duck places because the good Peking duck places will have the ducks hanging up in the window when you walk in.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have We have one here. Woo! I love it. Peking duck is one of the best food. I have like this list of I got this list of like favorite foods and best dishes. Like the best broth is pho, which is a Vietnamese beef broth soup. The best steak tartare dish is an Ethiopian dish called kitfo. let's see. Best hamburger is I make this hamburger that's like kind of like a riff off of a hamburger that they had back in Roman times. I use fish sauce. I use fish sauce, pine nuts, and basil, and then I mix all that together. I use really lean beef. And I know that sounds kind of strange, but I use like 90% lean, and it comes out really good. So it's just little tricks like that. So that makes a winning burger. Best sushi, I would say, is yellowtail tuna. So that's all.
Very nice, very nice. Now I like some ox, and I love some deer jerky.
Yeah. Oh, one of the best cities to eat at in the country is Chicago.
Okay.
And DC's caught up too. And New York is good. And who else is really good? Oh, San Francisco.
I love the seafood in San Francisco. Oh my goodness, I haven't had that kind of seafood since the last time I was there.
Yeah. Well, I'll say the Gulf Coast has some of the best crabs and the best shrimp. Definitely has crab and the best shrimp.
All right, I'm listening. I'm just trying to find folks to invite.
Yeah, I'm starting to tag some folks on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tag
Just did.
All right.
Let me see.
And I'm kind of checking out who I can see that just commented on.
Tamiko.
Oh yeah, gotta tag Tamiko.
Who do you not lust after in this group?
That's a good question.
And I'm the one they call a hoe. Really? How's that happen? I get called a hoe. I don't sleep with nobody. It reminds me of college. You know what happened in college? When I first went off to college, I was like, women, I'm just gonna focus on school. I was getting called all kinds of hoe. Hey, he's such a hoe. And the reason why I was getting called a hoe because I was taking numbers from people and not calling them. So, but then when I said, well, I'm gonna mess around now. Then I was all kind of like nice guy. I did not understand that concept. Did not understand it.
What in the hell?
So who else here? Oh, the usual suspects. Okay.
Yeah, usual suspects.
Right.
I'm still busy tagging folks.
Okay.
Where's that BAAU villagers? Where is that chat at? Where? Oh. There we go. That. I sent a message to AJ Graham too, just in case he wanted to watch. I think he's too occupied with other stuff.
Where's RL?
I thought he was at your house, or you at his house?
No, that was like last week.
Oh.
That's a good question. Ever since he went to the, had to take care of that one issue.
Huh?
When he when he was going through all that pain.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
The stuff and things.
Yeah.
And he had
to go to the kids.
Many of us can be hard-headed going to the doctor, but he needs to take care of that.
They had to go up to Jacksonville.
Oh shit. See if I can go lay down. This headset will still reach. I'll sit in my damn recliner.
I heard that.
Who was actually on a computer and not on their phone?
I'm on both. I'm on my computer and on the phone.
Okay. There you go. I just gave you mods.
Awesome.
So sometimes what'll happen is you'll have people that will pass somebody else the join link, and they're an asshole, and they'll just start coming, and then just pretty much disrupting stuff, and you can boot them.
Okay. Sounds good.
I doubt it'll happen with us, but engaging.
Yeah, I doubt that. And I think right now with the new members coming in, and the ones that are that have found us doing a search, we've been pretty careful so far.
We had one guy I could tell he's not throwing that misogyny shit.
There's one guy that requested to join, but his profile looked all brand new. Hot.
Also, you think about it too. You're gonna get some of that too. Like people still trying to stay in the closet, so we're gonna get some of that too. Just because they still scared. They brand new to this. That's why I kind of make it clear. It's like, look, we got pastors in our group that are still in the closet and stuff. What you're going through, whatever you're going through, ain't new. There's somebody in the group that probably had the same thing.
All right, and if I have time to go live tomorrow, I'll talk a little bit about that. Anger stage, shit like that.
Yeah, because we definitely have to deal with a lot of that.
I know I did.
Yeah, you see, and see, the problem with me is I never had to go through any of that shit. I mean, I was angry, but it'd be angry at like, why are people so fucking stupid?
Yeah.
That'd be my thing. These motherfuckers are dumb, but and I never really dealt with like black folks that were really like extra, God save me, because the kids in my neighborhood, most of them were just pretty much like, whatever. This is what we're supposed to do. That's it.
Yeah.
I go to the church because during the summertime they had this. Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, during the summertime they would have this event where actually had a few events throughout the year where they go away. They take all the kids in the congregation away out of town, and that thing basically just turns into a regular fuck fest.
Yep. You know what was crazy is whenever I go to my sister's church, because something will happen special with her or my niece. Okay, I'll go. And I'll point out, I saw her Saturday night. I can get with her. I can get with that. And she wants to go in denial about who's a freak and who's not. But then one of her friends ended up in my inbox talking about, yeah, I know I'm with somebody. And you're probably with somebody too. But come on, can we hook up or something like that? I was like, oh, man. Mm-hmm. They can be the freakiest creatures on this planet.
Oh, hell yeah. Catholic girls are the best. They'll take it up the ass.
Oh, absolutely they will.
And just feel a little bit guilty the next day.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine that told me that he got with some girl this happened years ago. He got with some girl that was going to Ohio State, and she was straight up like, don't stick it in my one hole, stick it in my ass, because I want to be a virgin.
Yeah. Mormon girls are notorious for that shit.
Okay.
Or the other thing they'll do is they call it soaking. So you put it in
and don't move.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous.
I literally learned about that last year because I heard someone mention it. I thought it was a joke, and it was like, no, that's actually a practice, and it's like younger I think what younger LDS folks do that, so they're not technically fornicating.
Yeah, stupid.
Let me just get the head in. Just the head. Just oh yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, listen.
Yeah,
That's
That's just the
crazy.
problem with religion in general. It's like you're trying to basically legislate out, millions of years of human evolution. Ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You cannot control human sexuality.
no,
Not
you're
gonna happen.
talking about one of the most basic instincts, needs, desires that humans can have, and you're going to try to tell somebody no. It doesn't work like that.
Yep. And that's why you see all the pathologies and shit like that in human societies.
Exactly. Because, I mean, in my experiences, when you go and take a look at other countries where religion isn't so obsessed over, they seem to have a freer society, less mental illness, less crime, and the list goes on and on and on.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, okay, what are they doing differently? And then when you look to see how they view religion, it's nowhere near as crazy as a lot of Western countries or a lot of countries like America. But yet they still turn around and ask each other, well, what are we doing wrong? What's so wrong? And it's like, well, look at your damn self in the mirror. I mean, and then you'll figure it out.
I can't even say Western countries anymore. Because now, I mean, where the U.S. is right now for the level of bullshit religion, we're up there with like Saudi Arabia and shit. We ain't that much better than them.
Right, especially depending upon if you got which Republican you have in power. If something happens,
What part of the country you live in?
right? Let's say if something does happen to Trump, be it that he's impeached or one of his extreme followers feel betrayed and they shoot him, and all of a sudden Pence is in. That's a whole nother flavor of bad.
Yeah, it only gets worse because the Speaker of the House is another religious nut job.
Yep.
I mean, it's just bad all the way around. It's like, damn, you insulated yourself from getting shot because the rest of people underneath you are just as crazy, if not more crazy.
Right.
Shit.
But also, I forget where I saw the statistics at, but religious attendance has fallen. It's nowhere near what it used to be. And I wish I had those numbers in front of me right now to say, bam, bam.
Dude, let me tell you this. After Trump got elected, our membership was growing to like 40 and 50 a day. Okay?
Yeah.
It was like we could not keep up.
I also find it amazing how gun ownership, black gun ownership has gone up. Go ahead, Em, talk.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Good thing.
what do you want me to say? I'm listening to y'all talk.
Oh, I thought you flashed on my screen for a second.
No, I'm just listening to you talk. You do make a good point about the uptick in black people buying firearms because there's a fear that has not existed in our community, I want to say, since my grandparents were young. We're now living in a society where it's not going to be unrealistic to have white people do stuff that happened in the 1940s and 1930s and then have it dismissed as, oh, well, this black person deserved it. We've come almost full circle in regards of how race relations are going to work out in this country between whites and blacks. We're almost right back to where we came from. And I think what makes it worse is that now you have these white people that are saying, having their mind that they gave us all these opportunities and freedoms, and because we're just inherently lazy and don't want to do anything with our lives, that whatever happens to us is our fault. So they can treat us any way they feel is necessary when they didn't give us really much of anything but lip service. So
Yep.
I can see the gun ownership. I can see it. It makes perfect sense because now a lot more black people are feeling unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely that. I also noticed even here in my hometown where since I'm up here in Ohio, how race isn't as in your face, but I'm noticing how white folks are a whole lot more careful around me. And I find that incredibly interesting. But something that is really contrasting in other major cities is when it comes to Columbus police. I don't know if it's because I'm older or they have been told y'all need to watch it out there, but Columbus police, they seem to be backing off of trying to do anything with some black folks, because there's been a couple times where I've been pulled over for speed and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to get my speeding ticket, but I know how to fight it. And they didn't give me a speeding ticket. Okay, sir, you have a nice day. I mean, they're really, really careful. I got pulled over by a Westerville police officer. Westerville is a suburb of Columbus. And the suburbs here in Columbus, they take a more militant approach. But when I got pulled over by Westerville for an expired tag, I mean, the gentleman, the officer, he was very, very, as soon as he saw the color of my skin, he got real polite real quick. But I also saw him make sure that he turned on his body camera. So,
yeah, my cousin just recently got on the force in Houston, in the Clear Lake area, and so he said that they're taking note of what's happening in other precincts, and they're using that as an example, saying, this is not what we're going to do. We're not going to conduct ourselves this way. We're going to avoid these situations, and here's how we're going to do it. First, hiring more minority officers, and also of course having the cliche sensitivity training, but also looking at case studies of how the situations escalated when they didn't need to, and then using that to retrain their officers.
Oh yeah, makes sense, because it's like, it's a riot is about to fucking happen. I mean, in the next time some dumb shit happens, I can see a riot happening. And also, these officers all around the country know, like, okay, I'm putting myself at risk because this idiot over here wants to shoot people for no fucking reason. And a lot of departments are saying, something's going to change. Like, some municipality might say, you know what, fuck it, we'll hire private security.
Actually, there is that trend. I know that trend is going on here in Columbus, where private security is more and more being hired out to do type of things. Even with my own background, I do have we call it an OPATA certification, where I can carry my gun openly and act as private security. And I get over the summer, I was getting a lot of calls with the company that I was working with on the side to go. Okay, this employer called us up and said that there's a strong potential for violence, and we need somebody to go over there and sit and make sure everything's cool. And they pay me incredibly well to do it, but there's a lot more of that happening here in Columbus. Also, when we had the Republican convention up in Cleveland, I did a security detail up there, where it's not just the local, and I saw not only local, but all around the state of Ohio, also officers from all over the country. The most impressive show of force was from California, but then you had guys like me that were escorting around the different news organizations around there. More than likely, during the Republican convention, if you were watching television and there was some sort of demonstration going on, more than likely I was someplace nearby. But what I'm trying to point to, what you pointed to, Jacob, is there is this trend to look more into private security, and there's a lot of different reasons for that. It's becoming incredibly interesting.
Well, I mean, there's a danger in using private security, and it's the same danger that exists that existed with the privatization of correctional facilities. You don't have the same level of accountability. I think you actually have less accountability dealing with you privatize the police force.
Right. You do make a good point, because all of a sudden there's not as much accountability. because back when I first started doing that, there were some very, very racist guys that were just doing anything and everything. And next thing you know, here comes Columbus Police to investigate. Now, here in Columbus, when that chick gets found, a lot of times, I'm not going to say every time, but a lot of times when that kind of stuff is found out, they try to nip it in the bud real quick. But these guys, they were either officers or somebody that had some kind of private security background that come in from these outlying towns, and they come in wanting to enforce shit, and then they would just fuck up and they get called a racist, so forth and so on.
Yeah, Brinkley Security. What was it called? Brinkley's? Yeah, they used to call them in back in the Wild West. That's why policing got away from that, because they're like, okay, these damn guys are fucking up shit.
Right. Now, this is my opinion. My opinion is that when it comes to private security in Ohio right now might be the best example, because when it comes to the requirements to carry and other trainings, they're pretty high up on that, and they just made some of the trainings and so forth a little bit more difficult, and they're looking to increase class time on a lot of different things, especially with the gun. So there's a lot of, and they're changing some of the laws so that if private security is involved, there is more accountability to them. However, the problem that I do see is with the southern states. You got some southern states that, like you said, Jacob, it's the Wild Wild West. There's even less accountability, and they love it. They absolutely love it. And
I mean, basically, when I took my gun class, these crackers were telling me, like, basically, for if you feel a slight bit threatened, shoot. I was like, this is the dumbest shit ever. And we'll come out and testify.
There is a use of force pyramid that's used. If I can find
the continuum of force. I know. I mean, I used to.
Okay. And I do find it interesting, but how it's applied in each situation is as different as the person who's confronting that situation.
Yeah, because for me, if someone had a knife and I had like a billy club, I wouldn't even stunt them, especially if they held the knife like how normally people hold the knife with it straight up. If someone holds a knife straight up, I'm not even like the least bit concerned with you. In fact, I mean, if I was up for it, if I was a little younger, I'd probably try to take the knife from you, their hand. That's how comfortable I am with, dealing with knives. But now if someone's holding the knife like up in like a fighting stance, like a boxing guard, and the knife's pointing down, I'd shoot your ass.
Yeah, because there's a study out there that shows you how fast somebody can close in with a knife.
I know, and that's the thing that scares the shit out of people. That's the problem, because it's not everybody.
No,
that's some people. I could do that when I was young. I could get you from about 15, 20 feet out. Most people can't do that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your average Joe cannot do that. That's specialized training. No, not too many people can do that. Like, I'll tell you a story.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll tell you a story about something that happened up at a job I once had. My then boss, there was a guy up there that he was a vagrant. Well, they thought he was a vagrant. And, he's a vagrant, fuck it. Well, for the sake of the story, we'll say he's a vagrant. And so someone called on him, and they were like, okay, well, detain him, and we'll ship him off to the county police. So they detained him. They went to the office. Went to dispatch. They ran his name, then all hell broke loose. They said, hold him in the office, and then somebody's going to come and get him. So on the way to transporting him to like the office, like the holding area they had in that location, this guy kept on trying to slow down. So one of the guys that I know, he kept on slowing down too. He was like, no, I'm gonna keep a decent distance away from this guy because something isn't right. Why is this guy slowing down and like shuffling and shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
And meanwhile, these two Billy big badass officers, they were like carrying this guy, like, I know what I'm doing, ha la 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 la. You know. Anyway, apparently, make a long story short, they get to the office and they put him in the room. The guy that I know was standing further back. And when they get in the room, the guy slipped the cups. I mean, just like basically just took the cups off and like threw them on the table. And he says the only reason why I did not take out all three of you is because that guy back there always treated me with respect.
Yep.
And also, I wasn't sure if I could get to him because his distance was too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't drop all three of y'all, but he slipped the cups and just threw them on the table, and then somebody else came and picked this guy up.
But see, that's another good point that you brought up, where that person said, "Hey, that person always showed me respect."
Yeah,
you got a lot of these yahoos out there that they're so ego driven and testosterone driven that they forget that they are actually ambassadors to the public.
Yeah.
Because one of my cousins used to be one of the top dogs with the State Highway Patrol here. He retired after 33 years, had a really distinguished career with them. And one day me and him were talking. He says, Nate, one of the number one reasons why, and this is way before all the shit that we see today is going on. But he said the number one reason why we have a lot of troopers and police officers around the state get in trouble is because they watch too much TV. It gets them too driven for this and that. They get very narrow-minded in their thinking. And there's something that I see they're trying to put into place more, but it gets more ignored because they want that armed conflict and they really don't understand what they're asking for. Especially
so you're gonna find the wrong one.
Right.
Especially now, you've got vets that are trained in urban combat.
Yeah,
you got vets that are trained like Jason Bourne type training, okay? You got motherfuckers like that walking around here. My old martial arts teacher, he dropped 3 Arlington County police officers one time. Because these guys tried to come at him. Well, actually, one of them came at him, Billy Badass. The other two jumped in. All three of them got their guns snatched from them and ended up on the ground. And you know what they did? The police did to him? Nothing. They're like, he got an apology because he trains officers, so he already knew the law, what they were supposed to do and what they weren't supposed to be doing.
Right. And they call it, and you may be familiar with this term, verbal judo. I like to call it Jedi mind tricks. And it's the art of conversation. You could have the art of conversation, obviously, in anything that you can do. Yeah. But to have the art of conversation, to get somebody to see your point of view, though they may disagree with it and still respect you, that is a much more bigger challenge. And I think you have to have a thirst for that challenge so that you can talk anybody down. Because in my experiences, 9 times out of 10, I can talk somebody. I have talked somebody down. I've talked them down. They come later, they're shaking my hand, thanking me for, hey, thanks for talking me down, blah, 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 blah. You get much better results. You're much more respected. And when other shit happens, they're more prone to come to you before it happens and say, hey, look, there's an issue and I'm coming to you because I respect you. So that's the way to do it. But that concept is so lost because I am the authority and you're going to do what I tell you.
That's why they say cops are bad at executive protection because they just go too hard. They're trained in piss poor ways. Like, for example, I can remember one situation that I had. Now, this guy was dead ass wrong. But the way I talked to him, I was like, hey, man, why don't you just have a seat right here for your safety and mine? You have a seat right here, and we'll get this situation worked out. Yeah, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry about having to hold you up, but just have a seat right here. Can I see your ID? And I talked to him some more, and, but I had him sitting the fuck down. And a lot of, not sitting on the corner in cuffs and shit like that, just sitting down,
and chill. Just
sit over there. Right. If you're sitting, especially if you sit them down in a way where, they can't just spring up and take off.
Right.
you're safe. They're safe. You ain't worried about them because hey, you ain't gonna jump up and spring away and take off that fast. At least I have a moment to get your ass, and if I have to,
Right.
and like that, you be really respectful and everything. It's really cool about it. And guess what? You're good.
Oh yeah, you're real good. You're better than good. And see, this is where I think more of the art of war needs to be taught. Because what you're talking about right there is conquering the mind without raising the sword, or however the hell Sun Tzu says that. It's an awesome point. Where if you can take over that mind, another way I like to put it is getting somebody to do what they don't want to do and make them think it's their idea. If you can do, you won more than half the battles, 3/4 of the battles, however the hell you want to put it. That you do, but that idea, it's too much. You got a lot of dumb cops out there that aren't gonna go and pick up a book like The Art of War.
Well, most cops are dumb as fuck anyway.
yeah. Where's that? There's that Sarah Silverman joke where a cop pulls over and says, do you know why I'm mad at you or something like that? And her response is, because you got C's in high school. I mean, that was hysterical. But yeah, you got a lot of dumb ones that don't know how to think nor how to apply something. And as far as cultural training, look at what happened in Minnesota, where that one gentleman, he told the officer right out he has a CCW and that he is armed. That officer should have slowed everything down in his mind. Like, look, this guy just told me he has a CCW. He just told me he was armed. This is what I need to do. Now, some people fault that guy. No, I laid the majority of the blame on an officer. He's supposed to be able to lead that situation to a peaceful resolve. Instead, he ended up killing that guy. In my opinion,
no fucking reason.
Yeah, in my opinion, the officer should have been charged. Period.
He should have been. Yeah, absolutely.
Because absolutely, you have your gun out already, and this gentleman is telling you, cool and calm, hey, I got a license to carry, and I am armed. You should have said, thank you. Let's both of us move very slow now. For your safety and my safety, let's do it like this and let's do it like that. And let's do everything slowly and deliberately so none of us are surprised at what's going to come out next. If you would have done that, you would have never heard about that situation. Now, there have been times where I've come home late from a job and I'm trying to hurry up and get home so I can get to my day job. And I got pulled over by another suburban cop. And this is probably about 4 years ago now. I got pulled over, and he says, he says, well, hey, you were doing over the speed limit, blah, 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 blah. And I said, look, first thing I told him was I was armed. I do some part-time security.
See, I know I'm supposed to tell him I'm armed. A lot of times what I'll just do is I'll hand him my CCW and my driver's license at the same time.
See, that's all good. Now, here in the state of Ohio, you have to tell them. You have to tell them. Granted, they pull up, but here in the state, you have to, well, I told the officer, hey, I'm armed, so forth and so on. Oh, by the way, my license is in my back pocket on my right side, and that's the same place where my gun is. Because I have that type of training, because I know what's up, I know exactly what to do. But when you're talking about the average Joe that has that CCW, they don't know what to say or how or what sort of persona they should throw off. I'm not leaving that up to them. They're probably nervous, maybe a little scared. I just got pulled over. I don't know what's going on. They may not have that much experience with dealing with officers. Therefore, the officer must have much of the responsibility in leading that person to that peaceful result.
And what I do with my driver's license, I put it up in the visor. Like I'm on the way. As soon as I get pulled over, I take my driver's license out of my pocket and I pick up my my registration. I put it all up in the visor, so I don't even have to reach down. And when I hand them my driver's license, because I always have conflict whenever I get pulled over because I'm always like that guy who's just not gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand you all my information, and I'm like, am I being detained? They're like, no, and then I'll drive off if necessary. Or if, or I'll be like, okay, well, X, Y, and Z, and like I'll hand them my information, and that's it, and just keep my mouth shut. Where you going?
Yeah.
And I won't say anything. So it's always going to be a conflict anyway. So that's why I just keep my fucking mouth shut. I don't say shit.
And see, that's something else that a lot of people may not understand. And that is, yeah, you need to be able to say a lot with the fewest words possible.
Yeah. So I say nothing. I say absolutely fucking nothing. Now sometimes I'll fuck with them, be like, okay, like if I see they're getting really kind of crazy, then I'll like, okay, why don't you call your sergeant out here?
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, it looks like we're having some miscommunication. Why don't you call your sergeant out here? And by the way, the stop started at this time. So if your sergeant isn't here in X amount of minutes, I'm pulling off. I want my driver's license and stuff back, and I'm taking off.
Yeah, matter of fact, that's how back when in my early 20s, that's exactly what my cousin was telling me. He's like, you run into problems, you ask where their supervisor, you ask where their sergeant, blah, 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 blah. And, get it straightened out that way as well.
Because they're not going to have the sergeant come out there because their sergeant's going to want to come out there for some bullshit. So, they just say, okay.
Sarge is going to be pissed off. Like, why the fuck am I out here for this dumb shit? What the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
that's that. Okay.
But also, when I was young, I don't know why, but I used to collect like one time, no bullshit. There were about 10 cop cars. I was speeding. I get pulled over. There were like 10 fucking cop cars. It was like the whole fucking street was lit up. I was like, what in the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. That happened to me when I was in my mid-20s.
Uh-huh.
Same thing happened to me. I had a headlight out. I just bought this Ford Escort. And I had a headlight out, and I just got the plates, and I was missing a sticker on the plates. I was thinking, didn't they come in the mail? I was like, whatever. But I was headed one way. A cop was coming the other way. I watched in my rearview mirror turn around and come race right up on me. And I was like, what the fuck does he want? They had, by the time I got pulled over, they had maybe 10 cop cars from about 3 different jurisdictions and a helicopter overhead. And later on, I found out that they had blocked off the road because of my ass. And I'm thinking, what the fuck did I do? You're up here looking through my car. The only thing that's in the back seat of my car is a back.
You let them actually look in your fucking car?
No,
I'd be damned.
No. They were looking in from the window. They had their flashlights in there, so forth and so on. And I was just, I'm looking around, and I'm just like, officer, what's the problem? He wouldn't tell me shit. And then when he was asking me certain questions about the headlight, about my plates, and I said, well, I just got these plates. Here's my license. Here's my registration. I don't need your registration. I'm looking at him like, what? And I say to him, you folks usually ask for registration. So here's my registration. No, I don't want your registration. Okay. And then when they ran up 50 and all that other stuff, and they found out that everything I was saying was true, they immediately backed off. Cops started dispersing. And you would think I would have gotten an apology, but most cops, they don't apologize.
They ain't apologizing for shit. Shit, you got things fucked up if you thought those motherfuckers were going to apologize.
Yeah, exactly. All the officers that were around me at that time, they were all white.
Of course. They thought they were going to get a chance to beat up a nigga.
Yep.
Still in the car.
Yep. That's right. But, I kept my cool, and I attribute a lot of why I was okay in that situation to what my cousin had always told me how to handle officers, so forth and so on. So it's that he taught me a lot when it comes to that.
Well, like I said, something's got to give because this is, these rogue police are costing police departments millions of dollars. Yeah. I mean, millions of dollars. Like about 4 or 5 years ago, I could have sued the local police department, got about $150,000 out of them.
Yep.
But I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna let this one slide this time. But you know, but it's just crazy. I mean, something's got to give. Honestly,
Something's
something.
got to, yeah, something's got to give, and we as minorities need to learn more about laws, especially gun laws. If we do own a gun, that is so crucially important.
I'm just like, not even just learn about the gun laws, but also learn a fucking martial art. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
fucking martial
absolutely.
art, and learn something that's designed for that type of like close in type of stuff. Okay,
Right,
you
like,
know,
like you're real familiar with kung fu and a lot of the
familiar with kung fu, jiu-jitsu, taekwondo. I know the moves of Sistema, but I can't say I'm like good at Sistema. And same thing with Krav Maga. And
okay.
also, yeah,
Now,
so
I have my training in karate, and specifically,
karate ain't gonna help you.
yes, I won't say that. It's helped me in a lot of situations.
Oh, okay.
I trained in Shunryu. I also competitive. I competed back in the mid '90s,
Oh,
and
okay.
I did well for myself. I ended up placing first in the state of Ohio and third in the nation. So I did all right. However, the course, I also picked up a little kung fu, a little ninjutsu, and some other things that I could,
Well, you're gonna learn jujitsu once you get the black belt in and karate.
yeah,
So you're gonna learn all the shit that I've been learning since day one. You're gonna learn that shit once you get the black belt.
yeah,
So that's like always been my bias against karate and taekwondo for that matter, because you know the shit I've been doing since day one, they didn't learn that shit till they got the black belt. So that shit's second nature to me.
yeah.
You
Now,
know.
my issue with taekwondo, every taekwondo person I ever fought, I knew exactly what they were going to do. They were going to kick me. They were going to kick me. So I always did very well against somebody that was taekwondo. If they didn't mix that shit with something, if I was going to get them. Now, granted, they don't call it a spinning back kick for nothing, so you better watch out. But taekwondo, okay, they're going to kick me. I'm just going to either wait or I'm going to take my fist and punch their leg down. Just all sorts of stuff that I learned how to.
Yeah, but if you're fighting over black belt level, you got guys that can throw a wheel kick like it ain't shit, or they
That's
can
right.
or they have a very stiff front kick, which you ain't gonna be punching at that bitch because that shit's hitting like a fucking freight train.
Well, one of the kicks that I'm thinking of right off the bat is what's called a
See, it's
California,
throwing a roundhouse. That's what you're
a
thinking about.
roundhouse, or a kick that I learned called a California Blitz or something like that. It was very American, but it was a sweet ass kick. A
What
sweet
is
ass.
it? Explain it. You're talking about a side kick? Because
No,
that's
no,
the one I like.
no.
Whenever I had to fight Taekwondo, that's what I would do. I'd set up like basically about a good 10 feet away from you, and then I'll just do a quick hop and a side kick, and try to lay your ass out
This was
because I'm not gonna miss.
yeah. This was definitely a front kick. It's
Oh,
it's definitely a front kick. It would put you in mind of an axe kick.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, we go up high, but I don't kick high. I
I
never
mean,
kick high.
in
It
my
looks almost like a stretch.
right, yeah. In
I know
my
what you're talking about.
in my particular style, the most traditional way to teach it is that kicks don't go above the knee. Now in the more westernized style of teaching it, kicks don't go above the waist.
Uh, I kind of like this. I'm gonna put it in your gut. Most of the time, I'm kicking to your
Oh
gut.
yeah, yeah. Now,
That's the
now
part. You
yeah,
can move a leg, you can move your feet, you can't move your gut.
no, you can't. No, you
Yeah.
can't. All what you could do is take that kick the best way you can in the gut. The best.
Yeah. Now, guys, you throw a roundhouse. I had a little trick. I had a little special surprise for them. I would set up with my guard high on one side,
Okay.
and so they thinking that, oh, he left his ribs open. He's an amateur.
Oh,
And as soon as they throw that fucking kick headed towards my thing, you have to time it just right. I'm coming up with my knee, and I'm coming down with my elbow.
oh yeah, I know
So
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and I catch you right in the fucking. Every time I catch you right in that foot, and you can't put no weight on that goddamn foot. And I either get in trouble for it sometimes because they're like, okay, you're not supposed to be doing that shit.
Right. I would either catch him in the foot with my elbow or right in the shin. One of the two. But if I'm catching him in the shin, I've kind of already sidestepped it already.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not even trying to sidestep. I'm just trying to catch you clean. Okay. That's the whole thing I'm doing. It's a setup.
Okay.
It's a setup.
Gotcha.
And I'm waiting on that roundhouse to come in. So as soon as you throw that roundhouse, and I'll, sometimes I'd give up the point. If someone didn't realize what I did, I'd actually give up the point just to slow your ass down. So you can have 1 point, but you ain't gonna put no more pressure on that foot the whole rest of the fight.
That's right. That's right. Or that.
And if it was a real fight, I'd have broke your fucking leg in 2 places.
That's right. I know what I would either go after the shin or the foot, or if you showed me that right arm so many times, if you let me close enough to you, I would keep on punching that one spot in your arm until you couldn't lift it up anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm a soft stylist, so you ain't getting a punch out on me.
Right. See, what I admired about the soft styles or kung fu is the grace at which the art is performed. I really, really admire that. I mean, it's very eloquent, and as you would say, I used to be able to speak fundamental Japanese at one point, but the bunkai, or the example of with the different moves in kung fu, to me, it was more clear cut because it was so graceful. But at the same time, kung fu has a way of being hard, and karate has a way of being soft.
Yeah.
Of course, it's all in how you apply and what you're presented with.
Yeah, I mean, I forget what style it was, but it was what style is it in? Is it a Kempo karate where you turn your foot facing backwards?
There's a lot of different styles in karate where you can do.
Kind of hunch over, and it's like
Kempo is one of them. Yes.
And you hunch over. You have your front arm, the lead arm bent. You have your leg facing away from the person. Your front leg facing away from the person. And you kind of crouch over.
Yeah.
And I used to do that shit sometimes, like when I just wanted to thoroughly confuse somebody. I would do that. And then I'd either, hit with the side kick, or I would, if they like to throw punches, or they're going to throw a punch, or they're going to try to throw a kick to my head, I'd block it I'd bring my arm up, block it, and then bang. Yeah. And they're like, what the fuck just happened? And then roll away. This motherfucker rolled away. He hit me and rolled away. Yes, I did. I was a bitch maneuver, but that's what I did. Yes. Exactly.
There's that a karate style that's also good for women that, in my opinion, is Aikido. Aikido literally translates into the twisting and crushing of bones. And Ashley saying that she can't seem to get in.
Alfred.
Yep.
Help Ashley get in.
Who?
Ashley's trying to get into the conversation.
Ashley Taylor. Take a look at the post. And obviously you can click on her name.
Oh, I see her. Okay. Well, she liked it. Ashley C. Taylor. She's connecting. I just saw that she liked the. I put the watch link on a thread from Coco Gratuity about the dude with the fucked up cornrows. So.
Oh, okay. I know Cornell, he was in here. I was hoping he was going to weigh in, but he was in and out.
In fact, I was thinking about training again myself, but this time I'll do Tai Chi because I'm too old to be taking kicks and punches.
Tai Chi's another nice art. I really enjoy Tai Chi. I haven't taken day after day classes, but that's something else that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed ninjutsu. I enjoyed some Krav Maga. I would love to compete again. I really would. But right now I have, my interests are other places right now. So
dude, we're too fat and too old to be doing all that shit.
shit, I don't give a fuck. If I didn't have my other interests right now, I would end the money. I would certainly get in and do it all again without hesitation.
I think the last time I sparred this kid, I sparred a kid. He was just talking too much shit, so I had to spar him. Kid was about half my age, and I mean, it was ugly because he was like this. He was doing all that boxing shit, and his boxing skills were nice, but he couldn't touch me. Cause I was like sending his ass. I was sending his ass flying every time. Oh, okay, you're gonna fly. I'll point to a spot. That's where you're gonna end up.
I fought a couple of guys that were boxers that were trying to cross over into the karate world, and they used to leave their gut open to me all the time. It was easy. All one front kick, bam, over and over and over again.
I don't like. That's too easy for me. Like, I'll hit you on the back of your head.
Yeah. One of my bread and butters.
Or I'll lock you up. Or I'll just lock you up. Or I'll dirty box you sometimes. But I don't like doing hard. I could do it. I'm a pretty good boxer and everything, but I don't like doing hard.
Now, one of my bread and butter moves is my backhand fist. That was one of my bread and butter. I love that. And then I love the reverse punch.
Yeah, I like throwing people. I like throwing people with the grace of ease. Like, I like a guy. The favorite people I like to fight are people who throw punches really hard, like with all their force. Actually, Marines. That's who I used to love fighting. Marines. Because Marines, they would put everything and some hot sauce on them goddamn punches. And it would take, I just step into the punch because I circled the power. So I'm trying to get you to throw something. So I'm circling the wrong way. And as soon as they circle the power, here comes the power punch, and they loaded that bitch up with everything they got. And next thing you know, I grab that fist and I put my ass into you, and the next thing you know, bye. Have a nice life.
Hey,
it was fun.
Guess you joined in?
Huh?
Yes, you just joined us.
Who joined us?
Hey.
What's up, Ashley?
And we're having a testosterone-filled session. Let's talk about something other than testosterone.
Yeah. Well, we can say that for later. Okay, what you want to talk about, Ashley? We've been talking for a while now about the stuff we wanted to talk about. Now you bring up something.
I don't know if I have a topic I want to talk about.
Or just talk about anything. It doesn't have to be serious. If you got a joke, something crazy, a crazy story, you got this guy right here that just popped up, hey. You got something, Miss Shyness? Her and her bare shoulders.
Huh?
I said you and your bare shoulders.
I'm at home.
That's all good. That's all good.
You can talk about why my eyes look like they're always shut. But I see everything.
Yeah, they do. Your eyes do look like they shut all the time.
But they're wide open. I can see every damn thing. I just always have my eyes like this. It actually takes a lot of energy for me to do this. Like, to actually open my eyes. I don't like it. So my eyes are always like this.
I get accused of that sometimes myself.
Blame my mama. That's the problem. That's my mama's part of the family. They all got.
So how'd your day go, Ashley?
It's been good.
It's been good. Did you have the night off or the day off from work, or is that what made it so good, or what?
It was just good.
It was just good. Oh, she's so bashful right now, grinning and stuff.
Oh, my dog was in the kitchen. I was talking to her.
That's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right, let's have an intelligent conversation. What do you think will happen in the next election over the next year? Predictions. We'll do this like the round table. Predictions. What are your predictions for the next year?
my prediction is that, or you want to talk about a prediction first, Ashley?
No,
Cash. We're going to do this like the McLaughlin report.
All right. My prediction is that the Russian hacking situation will continue to plague Trump. Also, what will continue to plague him is his conflicts of interest, not just with himself, but also with his family. And I think more Republicans will end up going against him. My prediction.
Okay. Ashley, what's your prediction?
I don't know. I try not to think about it.
Alfred, what is your prediction?
We'll probably scratch the surface a bit more with the relationship that Trump has between him and Russia, and probably find something disturbing that the American people should be appalled about, but won't be. And we'll see maybe the beginning of the next Cold War.
I would agree with that. I do see the possible beginning of a new Cold War. And I think from that Cold War, I think we'll see more of an urgency in the space race because of that. Because granted, space race for exploration is all fine and dandy, but the real reason why we're doing it is because of military applications.
Prediction. My prediction is in the next year, there will be chaos. There will be riots. There will be at least a few riots next time someone gets shot. My other prediction is that that there will be, with Trump, he will be continually to be plagued. He might actually turn on his white supremacist brethren, and that at least two of his nominations for cabinet positions will not get through. My other prediction is that the Democratic Party might break up. I would say it's about a good 40% chance the Democratic Party might break up, and something new might arise.
I can see that, especially if those people that hold the reins of power right now, such as Pelosi, don't acknowledge what's actually going on and say, you know what, I'm not the person for this anymore. But I believe their egos are at a point, or have always been at a point, where they're too big to admit that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and if the candidate I want to win doesn't win here in Florida, I'm leading the charge.
Look out!
Let's start a new party.
I can see your pictures on poster board now.
No, my picture ain't gonna be on the poster board. Shit, that means I fucked up. I work in the shadows.
I understand. Anyone can be much more powerful in the shadows versus in the light.
Yeah, I like to keep it that way. Mm-hmm.
Policy can be shaped in the dark, not in the light. That's the way it's always been.
Absolutely. Yeah. I gotta turn off my thing because I'm yawning and stuff. That's not good.
I probably interrupted that. I'm sure everybody was ready to get off before I came on. So.
Oh no, you're good.
No, you good. No,
yeah.
you are a breath of fresh air.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You are a breath of fresh air.
But you're cooking good otherwise.
I'm gonna make some little cheese sandwiches right now.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Look at all that Afrocentricity up in there. All the Afro.
That's right.
Uh-huh. Got the Afro puff rocking in the back.
I rock puff and stuff with my Afro puff.
Yay! Rock on with your bad self. Here's the name? The Lady of Rage?
The Rage, yeah.
Uh-oh, look out. Look out.
That was one of the best albums of all time. One of the best of all time right there.
So, Ashley, what would you want to see happen in the group?
This is something that I was asking myself the other day. Let me sit down for a second. So,
She cleared her throat. She's gonna get serious.
Uh-oh, look out. Bring it on, baby.
Anyway, don't make me laugh. I'm trying to be serious. Like it's cool to, like for me, it was, you know, and it still is, like the group was kind of like a safe haven. Like it was just a place where I had finally that, you know, I could conversate with just on the issue that, you know, has always been so taboo. So, you know, I still embrace it for that, but I would like to see just more like, where do we go from here? Like now that we're here, now that we're together, now that, you know, we're in a group, I would like to try to change some things that need to be changed. And I'm not really sure, you know, legally like a proper procedure on, you know, how these things may take place, but I mean, we need to start making some moves. I'm ready for that.
So what kind of change can you think of that could happen?
Just basic needs that have been needing to be met. Community betterment. And these ridiculous ass laws, like some of those need to be, you know what I mean? Like we need to start trying to do something. I don't really know how to elaborate or go about, you know, I'm not the one to be like, okay, this is what needs to be done and this is what needs to be done first. And, you know, I'm not that person, but I am passionate about trying to change some shit.
And I can
So what
see
you're talking about is lobbying and protesting and things like that. Getting legislation sponsored, getting legislation sponsored on the local level and passed on the local level, ordinances, county ordinances, city ordinances, and things like that. Gotcha.
And it's new to me. Like I've done one protest since I've been in Houston, and I spoke at city council a couple of times just about issues that were going on in the community where I am currently now. There was a lot of fuckery going on. So basically nothing really got done until we did the protest. And it's still not really resolved, but that just motivated me to like, okay, I stood up that time, like I can keep doing this. This is necessary. And sometimes it works, you know. I just think it's we need to be persistent with whatever we do.
Gotcha. Okay. And you know, I'm gonna tell you, that's actually in the not too long term plan for this that I have in mind for this group. So I'll say that.
Cool.
Everything in stages. Everything in stages. First the meet and greets, and then we'll move on to other bigger, badder things. So.
Yeah, I definitely think that would be good. I mean, there's power in numbers, and even I mean, I'm gonna be realistic and understand that not everybody in the group is gonna be on board with it when it comes down to it. You know, when it comes down to like having to put footwork in and do, you know, making shit happen. But I do think it's.
Your last couple words cut out. I couldn't hear you.
I don't know.
Oh, that's all right.
I just said I think we should start, you know, with what we have.
Gotcha. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Well, we'll definitely work on that. We'll work on that, and I'll definitely keep you in the loop. And we'll have some stuff sooner than later.
So,
I've just been a little busy with other stuff right now, so but definitely keep you in the loop.
I wish I
In
could
fact,
taste
we'll
some of
talk offline a little bit more about that.
okay.
Okay.
I wish I could taste some of that cooking you got going on there, but it
It's a
sounds
grilled
good.
cheese sandwich, dude. It's a grilled cheese sandwich. She said grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Still could be. She might be marinating it in something.
Butter, that's it.
Shut up. I'm sorry. Did that come flying up about that damn Tourette syndrome? I'm sorry. Fucking Tourette syndrome. I tell you, every single. I'm sorry. I got Tourette's. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Don't meet you guys.
Huh?
Don't meet you guys.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. What you say?
I said, don't let me keep y'all.
Oh, no. We're here. We're here. I'm actually about to log off for a little while, but I'll still be listening. So that's about it. I thought we were going to have more people in here tonight.
I did too. I think obviously the next time we have it, we'll
Amp it up a little bit more. But I thought I did a good job. You know, it's 23 people I heard my video earlier today.
because when I go and look at the posts, like for example, Heather couldn't do it because she's got something going on. Let's see if anybody else said anything. Tamika's been kind of missing in action for right now. At least I haven't seen her here recently.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Yep.
I mean, shoot, our lovely Ashley joined us. Keisha, she liked the idea, but she never joined in on the conversation. So she might have something going on. But yeah, we'll just pump it up more.
Yeah, it's about twice a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's how we'll work. We'll do this about twice a week. Well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna take off because I'm wearing out and I got to get up early tomorrow morning. So I will bid y'all adieu.
I'm going to go ahead and end this. It's a nice little test run. We can repost the watch link so people can kind of have an idea what's going on, and if they have any technical problems, they can get with me. But I'll be home tomorrow all day, still trying to recuperate from this vacation. So anyway, I'll catch you all later.